It was just a regular day. We were out at softball practice, doing some drills. Christy was sitting with me in the dugout. When it was her turn to go out to do some pitching drills, she went out and had done a couple drills. And then she was walking back to the pitcher's circle and just immediately collapsed. And so I ran over, checked for, pulse, and if she was breathing, and she wasn't. She was non-responsive. She was turning blue. So I started CPR and then performed CPR on her, and then had to use the AED to shock her, and then resume CPR, and then she took a deep breath and came back.
And again, we didn't know, but the cancer had gone to her pancreas, and so the last week or so, we contacted family and let them know that things were looking pretty bad, and they did come. And while they were here, Mina died, and of course we needed time to prepare the funeral arrangements and so forth, and that's when we contacted Red Cross, and they stepped in and provided the services that we needed to get their leave extended.
So I went to go get a drink, and I opened the door, and a huge puff of smoke came in my face. So I shut the door really fast and then tried waking my sister up, and she thought it was fog, but then I told her it was a fire, and then we started running out. I grabbed my dog, and then my sister woke my brother up, and then we got out. Then I got really scared.
I woke up coughing. In my sleep, and I could hear my grandchildren calling me, but I thought I was dreaming. But when I woke up, it was such a fog in my room, and my room was engulfed with smoke. However, when I woke up, it was real.
What we'll do is we'll notify the Red Cross, so we have so many individuals and what their ages are and their gender. And on the way out there, they're figuring out what they're going to need for these individuals and putting that plan together. So that when they get on scene, it's not like, okay, here I am, what do you want me to do? It's like they have a plan already. Matter of fact, I don't even have to discuss anything with them. They're right with the individuals, the adults, and they're finding out exactly what they need to do, and they're tailoring their plan for that individual family.
Then we meet the family, and you have to be, no matter how you feel about getting up in the morning, in that hour of the morning, you have to have a good feeling about it, because you got to remember you're going there to help the family.
They came out immediately to the house here, and we filled out some paperwork, and they helped us with staying in a hotel for a few days. They also stepped in and gave us almost like a credit card with money on it for food and clothing. They helped us with getting a place to rent. They've been wonderful. They've been absolutely wonderful. Without them, I don't know where we'd be right now. I mean, just to help us get on our feet and get started.
And the children, we give little bears to, when we come upon a child, we always have a little toy or a comfort bear for them that we give them as well. And I always leave with a hug. I give the clients a hug, and a lot of times you'll find that they'll be dirty and they'll go, oh, we don't want to touch your white shirt, and I'll say it washes. And it's just a good feeling that we have, and I have, because I feel I've given something to the community.
I can never forget the hug, and that lady and Mr. Nixon, he just held us, something that we needed. You feel lost.
They would have less support, they would have less healing, let's say, in this situation than they normally would, because every representative that I've seen come to the scene from Red Cross has been a caring individual, not an individual, just a number bean counter, a numbers person, anything like that. It's a caring individual, so the emotional support that they get from this individual, this representative that shows up from Red Cross, is enormous.
There was no one else out there to help me. It was on my own, and if I had panicked and not been able to focus and concentrate on what I needed to do for those couple minutes, that couldn't make the difference between a life and death situation. So very thankful for the training I had from the American Red Cross. It's an amazing feeling to have done that to someone, to have saved someone's life. You really don't think you're ever going to have to do that. But especially with a girl on my team that I'm very close with, it's the best feeling in the world, seeing her walking around and being able to play softball again.
Wow, what a tremendous blessing it was to have Red Cross to be able to to step in and help us during that time.
And if we weren't there, what would the folks do that had fires and lost their home and they without clothing and food? Where would these people go? They would be on the streets.
Life knocks you down. It knocks you down sometimes. I see it a lot. Red Cross is there to help pick them up, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, American Red Cross. They're even going a step further. They're even going to help us to find a place to live. And I believe that it's going to work out if we just not stay in self-pity and depression. If we lift our eyes to the hills and God is just opening the doors for things to happen. Again, American Red Cross is there again. I mean, just helping us, walking us through the whole foundation of learning or building another foundation for a new beginning.